What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another update. We're out here in the garage. Can't really see anything, hold on. So I got this new scraper here. You basically throw in like a credit card or whatever is provided here for you. You can scrape these sides off here pretty decently. I don't know about the Coraline algae. It doesn't really do a good job in the Coraline algae. I'm basically trying to find like a good scraper that doesn't scratch the glass. And normally I just use like a razor blade, but those basically rust over time. And I'm trying to find a little bit something more permanent, and this seems to work pretty well with the algae, but with the hard Coraline algae, looks like we probably will end up needing to do something with that later. All right, so I did get some new corals, and I want to show you guys, but these guys are not attached to anything, and they don't want to attach for whatever reason. So, all right, so I did a quick glass clean so you guys can actually see what's going on here. Not the best glass clean, I'm not gonna lie. Still a little bit algae in here, but I just want to show you guys how the anemones and some of the corals and the fish has recovered since the move, because it was definitely a big water change. It took them maybe a little over a week to kind of settle down into the new parameters. And kind of just really look at them, they're huge. All of them are happy. I did get some new corals, and I'll show you guys in a second. That's what those white rocks are in the back. I was trying to get them to attach. They're mushrooms. We'll get back to them in a second. The fish back here are looking fine. I don't think I've seen any splits in the Colorado sunburst from the big water change, so I'm surprised there, because I was assuming that some of them or one of them is going to basically do a giant split. And this white thing glare here is the cabinet that I had inside for the Apex. I put it out here so that I can just do my testing, and then once everything's ready, we'll put that back in here. So that's what this glare is here. But the new corals in the back, I put them back there because they're mushrooms and they're jawbreakers. One's a normal jawbreaker, and the other one is a Candy Crush jawbreaker. That one is right there. I'm trying to get them to attach onto something. So that one attached finally onto that rock, and the other one is on a rubble, and that's attached there. And then the one that you saw me messing with earlier is this one here, and it wasn't attached, so I put them up here to get it attached. If you guys been following, I have not added a coral into any of my reef systems in a very long time, probably at least over a year or so. I've added a couple snails here and there, but in terms of new corals and whatnot, I have not added in a while. I've been looking at these jawbreakers for a while, and then there was a sale. So there's a sale still going on if you guys are interested in where I bought it from. It was Black Labels Aquatics. It's like a 30% off jawbreakers right now, and a lot of their other corals. I don't know if you remember, I did a video a while back where I got my Colorado sunburst from Farmer Ty. He basically started this company. He renamed it pretty much to Black Labels Aquatics, but he has all those corals, and that's where I got it from. So I got the Colorado sunburst from him. I also got these jawbreakers from him as well. So go check out their website. Definitely a lot of cool stuff, a lot of SPS stuff, and a lot of softies here and there. So yeah, some good stuff. And once that one attaches, we'll put them back there. This is where I guess the mushroom area is. It's kind of not extremely high par in these areas over here, just because there's a beam here that kind of blocks a lot of the light along with these other ones here. So hopefully they attach for me, and then once they attach, we can put them down there so they're a little bit more happy. Initially I had them down here somewhere, and they kept getting kicked from the flow and also the fish kind of going by, so he never was attaching. So hopefully he attaches to that rock, and then once he attaches, we can just throw him in there. Moving up real quick, yeah, anemones are finally open. Remember, if you look at the last video, these guys are all just closed and just not happy, especially for the moves. They're all opened up now. Look, they're super nice. These guys are all back to their normal self. This guy's really mean. There was a cardinal in here with him. I was sharing the same tank with him for a while, and for whatever reason, once I put him in the bucket, when I was doing the whole tear down, and I put him back in here, this dude just became super territorial, started nipping at the cardinal, and beat him up so badly that I had to put him in this little thing for a week. And then he's hiding back here now. He's like in between the overflow in the back there, but he's back there now. So he's in here, he's like recovering, but he was like so beat up from this maroon clownfish. He's just, man, he wasn't happy. Territorial or something, man. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys that the tank system out here is still running, up and running. It got really hot one week. This system shot up to like 83, 4 or something like that. It was extremely hot. Like I said, like as it gets closer to summertime, this whole garage is going to be like 90 plus. So I want to be able to get everything situated ASAP so that we can just move these corals inside. But yeah, the temperatures were crazy high. So anyways, this is the cabinet that was holding a lot of the Neptune Apex stuff. Brought it outside so that we could hook it up and do the monitoring in terms of the parameters. Everything looks pretty good. It's again temporary. It's just sitting here for now. Just a quick thing with the scape here. I didn't touch it. Everything is pretty much the same. All I did was I rinsed it off because there's a lot of debris on the scape. So that way, like when we put it into the tank, it's not going to just be like dirty. So I did a really thorough rinse on all of these guys. So all these guys are ready to go in whenever the tank's ready. Speaking of the tank, I did do a little bit more cleaning. I did push a lot of the stuff back, so we have a lot of room over here. Obviously, these are the recycling bins. We'll remove these or push them to the side, and we'll have plenty of room to drop the tank when it comes in, because they're going to do a garage delivery, and they'll just drop it into the garage here while it gives me time to set up the stand and whatnot, so we can kind of just take our time. So we have plenty of space here. And I want to give you guys a quick update on the Celestial Pearl Danios, because really those are really what I've been focusing on the last couple of weeks, is the quarantine tank plus the reef tank over there. So as you can see, it's a lot of emptiness, and a lot of these fish have died during quarantine, like crazy amount that have just not made it through quarantine. They caught some sort of like fungus, a lot of them, and a lot of them came from the same source, the smaller ones, and you know, they were dropping like flies. These guys are the ones that are left that still needs quarantine, because I see that they have clamped fins or there's something wrong with them. So they've been going through quarantine for, I would say, a little over like 2 months now, or close to 2 months. And a lot of them were good, and then, you know, some of these guys are not looking good. So these guys are still in quarantine. The rest though, it's going to be impossible to see. I put the rest into the shrimp tank below here, so they're all in here, and then there's plenty of guppy grass here for them to breed, and hopefully the fry can kind of hide in between without getting eaten. Initially I was going to put it in here and just kind of like, you know, see them and do whatever, but we have to split the good fish or the healthy fish and the sick fish, so that way I can kind of treat these guys, because it looks like they're just still have clamped fins, so we're gonna have to work on that for these guys, and hopefully they make it through. Okay, so I'm in the back of the tank, and I think that you can, yep, there we go. There's a couple of them darting around right now, so you literally can't see them. It's just, they're invisible in here. But I would say I have probably close to 2 dozen that were healthy that are still in this tank. And the rest, like I said, are up there in quarantine. So we'll cross our fingers. Hopefully we can get some more into the tank. But the healthy ones are just in here swimming around. So the delivery to the tank is going to be in a time window of the next 2 weeks here. They could deliver anytime, so I'm just kind of waiting for them to kind of say, hey, you know, it's going to come out soon, whatever date. Once we find out the dates, we'll pretty much, you know, start that project up. But everything else, really not much going on in the other tanks, so I don't really have much to update here in the other tanks, other than, you know, they're just, you know, maintaining or doing their own thing. I have not, you know, touched any of the other stuff other than just, you know, normal water changes. The project crossbreeding of the fire and the blue diamonds are, you know, still going. I mean, I would say I see a lot of babies, but we need those babies to grow to see what they look like. And you know, I can't say we have any purples yet, but we'll see in the future. But yeah, I just want to give you guys an update on the system, where we're at. So we're just, a lot of it is just like waiting right now on what to do. I'm super happy that I got the jawbreakers that I've wanted for a while, and they were on sale. So hopefully those grow, and then we'll transfer them to the new system, and hopefully they thrive in that new system as well. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, make sure you guys are subscribed. And like always, till next time, guys, peace.